We've built more apartments in the country than we ever have faster, and they're being absorbed faster than they ever have been. However, with all that, especially in this part of the country, with all that building, we tend to outpunt our coverage. For a sports reference, we tend to build more on purpose, especially in Dallas and in Texas. We're a boom bust economy, or have been historically. We built a lot. The rental market tightens a little. All of a sudden, these companies spend a lot these days on running these apartments. Way more. I come back. My real background is from multifamily. I grew up. My dad was a real estate developer, built a lot of apartments. It's a lot different now on what the landlords, what the owners will spend, and the rents they charge. They're high, but still, the second they get any sort of little contraction, which we just had, rent rates just fell a little. The occupancies are getting a little. The first thing they want to get to is working on those expenses. So the owners are never liable for anything that happens. But today, more than ever, the reputation of your property is a big deal, especially in apartments. Those residents, they get on there and they get on Google reviews and they write everything they want to write all the time. Your property's reputation is more important than it's ever been. So even though they're not, handcuffed to paying for any problem that happens on their property, they will pay in occupancy and expenses if they don't do something. The most effective and least expensive would be to see as much as you can for the security aspect, and have someone watch it and do a good job with being able to react to what they see. We don't want to react. We want to get ahead of it. So the problems they'll be having in there are primarily car theft of all sorts, mailbox theft, vagrancy. Different parts of the country, everywhere though, there's all sorts of problems that the homeless people can create. And then just general opportunistic crimes of all sorts of flavor. And we watch. We see something. Body language is huge. Our guys know their properties. When you know the context of a scene, something doesn't fit, you need to start figuring out what you're doing, and that's what we do. And then we have remote deterrence devices like speakers and lights and some other stuff we're working on. And then we call in tandem with law enforcement, which big cities is slower and slower. So an on-site guard, some other asset that's local to the property that can get there quickly.